Hey everyone, this is Lolo the Samurai, and welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge with Crystal Palace in the Premier League on Football Manager 2018. Now, the last time we saved ourselves from the drop, we saved ourselves, I'll put it in quotes, because we were practically already saved. We lost that last match, and we ended the season. So, now we're in the second season. As you can see, I've played quite a bit of it, and I'm going to go over what we've done this season to basically see how we move forward. So first, let's look at the schedule. I've had quite a good start. I've lost 2 games against Chelsea and Stoke, and I've won 2 games against Huddersfield and Everton. I've also drew against Swansea. I'll go over that game in a second. That was actually quite an interesting game. But yeah, we've been doing quite well here. And well, first things first, we gotta look at the new signings. That's the most important thing. And then I gotta go over season goals and what's coming in for the future, because we also have some future signings as well. So firstly, the players going out, we have a few that have gone out on freeze. I'm not sure how to check on this one. Let me see. Free transfers. Oh, okay. Apparently we don't have anyone coming out on freeze. Release players. That's it. Okay. The only notable one is Julian Speroni, our goalkeeper, who retired, and Damien Delaney. We didn't really use him much. Wayne Hennessy. So we lost 2 over goalkeepers, so obviously that's what I wanted to reinvest in. I didn't really reinvest in too much though. I only got 2. Vicente Guaita. I'm not good at Spanish pronunciation. I mean, I can speak Spanish, but I'm talking about like Spaniards. I'm not good at the Spanish from Spain. It's completely different to what we speak here in Latin America. So Vicente Guaita is the goalkeeper that signed. He's actually already signed as you start the game, or at least when I joined the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge on November 6th, he was already joining for next season. Is it because he was on loan? No, he was just joining. But we're not actually using him because we signed Mitchell Vorm. Now, most of you know what I expect from Vorm. He's kind of starting to get past it, but I think for at least 1 or 2 seasons he's going to be good enough. And so far he has been good enough. Look at his average rating. It's not easy to get a good average rating as a keeper. I think 6.74 is fair enough. And yeah, no, he's been doing alright. He's been doing his best, and so far we've conceded a few goals, but I'm not putting that down to him. I don't think it's entirely his fault. Next up, the American Emerson Hinman, or Hyndman, whatever you want to call it. My assistant doesn't rate him too much, but I think he's actually quite a good player. He has his teamwork 15, his vision 14, his passing 15. That's a very good combination there. And his first touch is also 15, so a lot of the stats he needs are over 13. Actually, all of them are. For a deep line playmaker anyways. I'm playing as an advanced playmaker. And again, his stats are quite high, even for the Premier League. Even for the Premier League, they're quite high, because in the Premier League you need really, really high stats, and I think he's good enough. So, I don't know what my assistant is thinking. I quite rate him, to be honest, and he's 22 years old. He's only on loan, though, so we'll decide at the end of the season if we're going to end up signing him or if he's just going to go back to Bournemouth. Next up, Santiago Arias. Santiago Arias, the Colombian right wing back. Of course, we needed a right wing back because we were playing Townsend there for most of the season. Again, a good player. More balanced than anything, but his physicals are very, very good, and his technicals kind of complement that nicely. It's not the best, even for the Premier League. He's not going to play with us if we become a force to be reckoned with, something like Chelsea or anything like that. But for now, he'll do. And he's been very, very good so far. I'm going to go over the stats in just a second, but Santiago Arias is a good signing, 8.5 million. Another thing I should mention, it was kind of hard to sign him because, as you can see here, it says need to resign in Holland, must return within 6 days. That's because he was getting his paperwork. But I didn't want to wait that long because I was worried the transfer window was going to close, or I was going to get him on deadline day. So I really did not want to wait for it. And then I saw he had 36 caps. And since Colombia is quite high in the FIFA rankings, I thought, you know what, he's going to get a work permit. So I decided to take a gamble. I offered 8 million. And what do you know? He got a work permit, so that is a good thing right there. He's one of the 2 players that I've asked to get a work permit, and basically he's the one that got the work permit. The other one didn't, and the other one is a stormer of a player, if that's even a way you could say it. And I got Mario Palisic on loan, which he's very good as well. He's very good. My assistant kind of rates him a little higher than I do. He's just a 4.5 star. I don't think he's that good, but I think he's very. I still think he's very. I still think he's kind of a special talent, and he's gonna do well in this division. Problem though is that we are Leicester. We forgot to register him. You can't see it here because next game we have is the cup. That's all I'm gonna play today. I forgot to register him. I kind of signed him last minute, and at the end of the day, I completely forgot to register him. So it's kind of a Leicester Advanced Silva situation here. So we're gonna have to wait till January to register him. But he's gonna play in the cups, and he's played one game. He's done really well. So yeah. So here's the matches. We first played Swansea. We ended 3-3, and we came back from it. We were 3-1 down, and Benteke scored in the last few minutes. We actually almost won it too. I believe it was Sorloth. Was Sorloth playing this match? Yeah, he was. I believe he almost won the match as he hit the crossbar near the last few minutes. So that would have been a nice comeback, but it just wasn't to be. I'll take the draw though, because we lost here last season. If you remember that live com, we lost there last season, so we were able to get the draw this time. Next up against Everton, we wanted the very death. We actually dominated this game. Everton didn't have a sniff, and we just missed chance after chance. We missed 2 penalties, which was awful. I mean, missing 2 penalties in Football Manager is just bad luck. But Benteke showed up in the last minute, and he was able to get the goal, and that was that. Now the Carabao Cup, we played Leyton Orient. I really rotated the squad, and I honestly didn't pay much attention to it, to be honest. But as you can see, Mario Palace just tore it up. He got 5 key passes. He didn't get an assist, but he got a goal. And yeah, he was just tremendous. It's a shame he couldn't register him because he could have really added to that midfield in the league. We're going to see how he does against Watford today to see how he does against the Premier League side, because Leyton Orient aren't in the Premier League. Where are they now? They're in Sky Bet League 2, which is the 4th division. And yeah, I rotated the squad. I played Jordan Morrison. I'll go over him in a second. It's actually one of my youth intakes. And next up, we played Chelsea. We lost 4-0. It was really comfortable for them. We didn't really have a sniff at them. And yeah, as you can see, the average ratings are all low, bar the midfield, which did all right. And yeah, it was just not a good match. Not much else to say. Huddersfield next. We almost drew this. We almost conceded several times, but we were able to hold on. We got the early goal in the 21st minute, and from there we just kind of struggled. But I'll take it though, as always. And lastly, we lost to Stoke. We lost with the last few minutes free kick from Miguel Layun. There's no coming back from there. So now we have the Carabao Cup. We're going to play Watford away from home. I do want to win this or the FA Cup, but I'm going to have a bit of a risky move and you'll see it in a second for this match. I'm just thinking if there's anything else that we should go over. I think there's not. If there is, I'll probably try to remember it and show it at the end of the video. Oh, well, one more thing, the table. We're doing quite well. We're in 11th. Now, we're still only 3 points off from relegation. And we just gotta keep off. We can't start dropping points here. And I hope that Stoke match isn't a testament to anything. So, yeah, Leeds, Wolves, and Ipswich were those teams that went up. I couldn't see them for a second. There was Leeds, Ipswich, and Wolves. So probably the most unlikely trio you'll ever see. Although Wolves did go up in real life. So for this match, I'm just gonna make my lineup quickly. You're gonna see me make my lineup. We're gonna play a similar lineup to what we played last time, although we're gonna play 2 strikers. So we're gonna play the goalkeeper is gonna be Jordan Morrison. Now this is the risky one. He's one of my youth intakes. He's 16 years old. He's the best youth intake I got. He's a goalkeeper. As you can see, he has quite decent stats for his age, but like I said, this is a risk because he's 16 years old and he's still nowhere near developed, and we're playing against a Premier League side. So this is kind of a risk. I know I said I want to win the Carabao Cup, but honestly, he's got to get some games sometime, and I think this is the games to play him. So if we end up going far in this tournament, I'll bench him, but for now, I think he's going to start. Worst case scenario, we do lose. We do have the FA Cup, so we do have a second shot at it. I'm also going to play Palisic, who has been really good in the first game. I'm going to play him over Heinemann. I know I said I really rated Heinemann, but I think Palisic is better. So I'm going to play Palisic for this one. Or Pasalic, not Palisic. My bad. I just read that there. Arias and Slup as the wingbacks. MacArthur as the DM. I'm not going to play Dan. I'm going to rest him for this. I'm going to play Rydwald, Sacco, St. Just. And as the forwards, I'm going to play Sorloth and Benteke. Benteke has been doing really well this season. How many goals does he have so far? He has 4 in 5 appearances, which is not bad at all. I was just letting people know I was recording. Okay, so we're playing Watford now. And hopefully we win this. It's an away game, so I think we're going to counter. Because this tactic is more of a counter away and attack at home. And yeah, counter's been working really well here. It's worked so far against every team except for Chelsea. At least this season anyways. Last season was a bit different. So yeah, we're going to go with this lineup like I said. Submit team. And let's go. Okay, ready. Okay. Watford have lost 3 of the last 5 games. We're going to set opposition instructions. Let's go. Kick off. Now, Benteke is... Okay, this is just a kickoff highlight, so I'm not going to comment it yet. Unless there's a real genuine chance there is. Arias tries to make the long ball up to Sorloth, but it doesn't work. It doesn't go through with it. Oh, I haven't played counter yet. I'm gonna put her down. Yeah, they have most of the possession right now. It's only been 8 minutes, but they have 70% possession. It's not been good so far. So we gotta let them have the ball and just hope to find any mistakes. I think that's the key here. Watford are a bit of a decent side, so we have to watch out. We can't really underestimate them. Alright, Arias with the throw in over to Pasalic. I'm not going to say Palisic. MacArthur, Slup in the middle, over to Pasalic. Back to Slup. Slup makes the run over to the left flank. Someone on the left flank near the corner flag. There's Cabaye. Cabaye over to the left side. MacArthur back to the middle. Pasalic back to MacArthur. Over to Cabaye. And there's Sorloth. Through ball to Slup. And there's Benteke. It's over the crossbar. The header is over the crossbar. That wasn't really that much of a clear-cut chance, but we're doing quite well here now. We don't have the possession, but we're getting all the shots. So I'm quite satisfied here. Santiago Arias has been booked. I did not even see that, but now I see it. Alright, here's a corner. Success, I believe that's Isaac's Success. His shot is blocked. And MacArthur finds the counter. There's Sorloth. Sorloth holds it up. He's going slowly. He slows down the tempo. Passes back to Arias. Arias crossing and Dalberg. Really easy for Dalberg. Arias crosses, going straight to the keeper. Pass it over to hold on Mandy at the back. Kim Jin-soo. Richarlison, we have to watch out for him. He's quite a talented player. There's also Lanzini here. Lanzini's also here. As a Success, pass the overlapping Darrow Janmat. Cross it over Richarlison and goes over the crossbar, the header, similar to Benteke's shot. That just wasn't to be. Alright, there's Morrison who makes the kick. Sorloth. Over to MacArthur. Pasalic. Arias on the right flank. Sorloth, Arias is overlapping. MacArthur doesn't see him. Cabaye over to Pasalic. Sorloth, Benteke has it. Mandy intercepts, or he does he intercept it or did he win it? I couldn't tell. But Isaac's Success is going on the right flank for Watford. Cross it in. Morrison gets it. Morrison easily gets to it. I don't know if that was a cross or that was a shot from an impossible angle, but either way, it's not the end of the highlight. Pasalic over to Arias. Arias, what to do with it? Pasalic over to Sorloth. Sorloth shoots, and it's wide of the mark, but just by a little bit. And I have a feeling this is going to go to penalties, but we've been the better side so far. We've even started to match them in possession, or almost. Surely the second half can only get better. Dressing room. If we get a goal, I'll make his favorites to win. Alright. Okay, I'm going to put Scott Dan on for a second half for Reinwald. Scott Dan has been our best defender this season so far. It has to be said. Kim Jin-soo, we cross it in over to Gray. Mancini, he shoots, but it goes way wide off the right post. The average ratings have been really average, but Pereira's playing well for Watford, so he's looking calm at the moment. And they're making a few subs. Some players I've never heard of, to be honest. Michael Folivy and Ziegler. He kind of sounds familiar, but never heard of Folivy. Alright, here's a corner. Pereira gets the corner, and Folivy, he's going to shoot Lanzini. Lanzini shoots. It's wide off the left post this time. Liam is trying to give me a scare, but look at that. Jordan Morrison's getting a good average rating, so my gamble is starting to pay off. Hopefully, he doesn't commit a howler near the end of the game. Richarlison has it. Hughes over to Pereira, back to Richarlison, who makes the run. Felipe makes the run. Runs at defense. Pass it over to Ziegler, who scores with the through ball. The two players I've never heard of. Felipe makes the through ball to Ziegler, and Watford score. That is not good, is it? Okay, well, I'm gonna. You know what? I think they're gonna start to attack less, so we're gonna have to try and stretch their defense line here, because I don't think counter is gonna work at this point. Now direct passing. Let's make another sub as well. Let's put let's move MacArthur up to box, and let's put Malavojevic. I still have to get used to that name. Let's put him in defensive midfielder. I know that's not really a good sub because it doesn't really change anything in their attacking play, but MacArthur at least is going to go up for the tired Kalai. That's right. Wickham's going to go on for Sorloth. Wickham needs a bit of a chance. Sorloth's not really done too much tonight. It's been dangerous in some moments, but it's not been one of his better nights, let's be fair. Let's demand more. I think that's going to be it. We're looking really unlikely to score here. There's Jan-Matt Pereira has it. Cross it in, and there's Ziegler. Ziegler scores, and that should be the game. Marvin Ziegler has put us to the sword after saying who he was, asking who he was, kind of being like Orlando Chilaverde, Jorge Soto. Any Peruvians will understand that one. And wow, Ziegler scores. He has put me to the sword. He has heard my critiques. Well, I guess they're not really critiques, more insults, but Ziegler almost scores again. He almost scored a hat-trick. He's angry. He is out for blood. And yeah, that's going to be the game. I can't see us score 2 in 2 minutes. So we've not been knocked out of the Carabao Cup, unfortunately. Dressing room. I'm far from pleased from what I saw from the team. No one really stood out here, unfortunately, so that's a disappointing loss. And I have a feeling we're going to lose the next game, but you never know. We really got to try. And Wickham's not scored in a long time. I keep selling him on, expecting him to change the game. He doesn't do anything. Now, last thing, I still have a 7 million budget, but the reason that's relevant is because I have a short list at the moment, a huge short list. Look how long it goes down. And I've scattered a lot of players. And the last player I've signed is Rodrigo Goes. Now, any Brazilian football enthusiast will know who this is. He's kind of like Vinicius Jr. and the next Neymar. He is an absolute monster. Look at those stats for his age. He is a player. He can play. The lad can play. Now, the problem is he didn't get a work permit. So he's joining in January when he turns 18, and we're probably gonna have to send him out to Spain, or we will have to send him out to Spain or another country where he can get EU nationality But right now, he's not going to be eligible to play, which is unfortunate. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. I am signing off. Cheers.